found somebody to see. Please, sir, come here. Sir, the September ban list has now been confirmed.
Yeah.
Wow, do you have any words to say about the ban list? What?
They all laughed at me. They all laughed at me.
We have a Trishula salesman on the line. I was crazy for thinking, oh my God, I was crazy. You said we were crazy. Who's crazy now?
I was crazy. Oh, crazy. Oh, yeah.
Spell Book of Judgment banned.
That took me off guard, because I never thought Konami was going to promote something in Judgment of the Light like that, and then only to take it away. But, I mean, it's all the boxes. I think that they mainly hit Spellbook of Judgment was because they want to promote new archetypes, like Ujins, the new Fire Fist support, Ghost Tricks. How are they going to compete? All the baby dragons are now banned. The thing
Burner, the dragon rule of Spark, Stream, the dragon rule of Droplets, Repton, the dragon rule of Pebbles, Lightning, the dragon rule of Drafts. All of them. Banned. They've never done something like that.
You want to know one thing about that I actually like? Is the factor that Dragon Rulers were mainly not built to be in a single deck together. They were basically based there, like, for water decks, earth decks, fire decks, and wind decks to give them a little.
I feel like
that's what I feel like they were meant for. That's why I feel like, Konami was just like, whoa, I see what you're doing. You're using them together.
I still think it's a
tricky,
little bit,
huh? Tricky. You
I
think you got them?
still think it's unfair a little bit because of the fact that they really did they fucked Dragon Rulers.
Good.
They wanted
to be tier 0. Now they got their punishment. Okay, the first card limited is Gen X Ally Birdman. I actually understand one reason why they did that. I think people were like, oh, because of harpies, but I think it was mainly because of this. The reason why,
because that's limited now.
Because hold on. I've been saying this for so long, Evan. Fuck you. Fuck everyone that disagreed with me, because everyone called me crazy.
I never called you crazy.
Because I remember.
I remember when you were telling me, I was talking to Kirby, I was talking to Ray. Trishula can never come back. No, jeez, never. You must be smoking crack.
And then I'm like, you'll see.
Who's smoking crack now?
Who's the idiot? So. The reason why I think that Birdman was limited was because of the factor of Trishula, because people, back in the day, the reason why Trishula was banned was because people would play Venus, pay 1,500, play 3 Shine Balls, bounce Birdman for Venus, and then basically sync Birdman with the 3 Shine Balls, boom, Trishula.
The other card that got limited was Wind Up Shark.
When I first saw Wind Up Shark being hit, my immediate reaction was like, God, Konami, why do you hate Wind Up so much? They haven't done anything. Why are you hating on Wind Up still? But later in the list, it makes more sense.
Next card that got touched was Mermill Abyss Tease.
I actually didn't know what that card really was. I'm like, what?
At first it's like they all had the same name. I hate that Mermill Abyss. I'm like, what? Why? They only have 3 last names? What? I don't get that.
Originally, but then I actually had to look him up. Like, the one that's like Megalo, the one that you could discard 1 and then special summon him, and then basically you start. I'm like, he's the one that's just like Megalo. Then the next one is Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Rooster. I actually did not think that they would have touched that. It's like because in the most recent set he was just released. I was like, Konami, what happened to you? I was like, I'm surprised because it was released.
Konami, you heard me.
Yeah,
you answered my prayers.
I originally wanted just tanky to get it, but that was it. So I'm like, next, big eye to 1.
I think at first I thought they would never touch bigger.
Big Eye. They took my fucking Goyu. I have no Goyu. Goyu's not unlimited, so I can't have Goyu. They can't have Big Eye, so no Big Eye anymore.
I feel like the Big Eye being limited, at first they'll probably never do that to an XYZ monster, but then I feel like, because what it can do.
Well, it's like fucking Goyu.
I can take your monster, I can attack it, use its ability, and it's like a whole nother. It's like Change of Heart.
Yeah.
And then the way this format was set up, how easy it was to bring out level 7 monsters, that was like, no. What's going on?
Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. When Trishula was first banned, I never thought Trishula deserved to be banned. I was like, plants were bad, but ever since I saw the tuners go, I was like, Trishula will come back. And I knew it in my soul, Trishula would come back. Just like Goyu, I knew he would. It's fine, because now Trishula's back. And I made my money. And I will definitely play Trishula because I love Trishula, and at the same time, I am going to do the same thing with Go You Guardian. Watching this video, collect fucking Go You Guardians.
Congratulations, and the Emmy for Best Actor goes to Kisame Unlimited and his speech about Trishula. Here comes the Trishula. Will Smith,
No, it's Bryonic. Super Rejuvenation, I said for it to be banned. At least they limited Super Rejuvenation. I'm so glad Konami heard my heart-held opinion of the hands were too big. The hands were too big, and now they don't get no big hands, which is fair.
And the another Emmy for Best Supporting Actor in a Film is now Kisame Unlimited in his speech about Super Rejuvenation.
And Super Rejuvenation had to be limited. That card, but it's weird because it's like, but I feel like, so now I feel like, well, then it doesn't deserve to get banned if they hit the Baby Dragon rulers. So I'm like, all right, I'm willing to let it go. I'm like,
I'm just fucking Super Rejuvenation.
Basically, Abyss Sphere, which you basically talked about, and how basically Mermilus they mainly used it to Abyss Wendy.
Why is that limited? Please explain.
That card's limited because of the new Harpy support, because there's an OTK when it comes to Harpy Dancer. That's why that card's hit.
I use Harpies, how dare they?
Well, Harpy Dancer isn't out yet in the TCG yet. So I guess that they're trying to like take care of that OTK thing before it comes out.
Okay, now we're moving on to the semi-limited cards. They only touch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. First one, Chaos Sorcerer. Why are they promoting more Chaos Monsters? I guess because they're not as big of a deal as before, and Chaos Sorcerer really isn't all that
I don't have an issue really with Chaos Sorcerer.
Chaos Sorcerer's never really the issue.
I've always had an issue with BLS, but now it's like Chaos don't do anything anymore, so I don't care.
Gladiator Beast Beastari.
That might be a little dangerous.
He moved from 1 to 2.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
He's the one that pops spells and traps. But yet again, we're in a format with so many chainable traps.
Because people don't use trap cards. So it's like,
well, then Bestiari doesn't do much anyway. Bestiari is only good to...
People are setting Mystical Space Typhoons now.
Well, Bestiaria too. I mean, it's not a big thing.
But here is a big thing. Neo-Spacey and Grandma.
I originally threw fucking Grandma at you when I was doing my Bandless prediction. You know, what do you think about Grandma going to 2? Do you think it would change again? 2 on the field at the same time?
Yeah, that's
what you crazy. Yeah. And I'm like, but it's not that bad.
But 2 on the field.
I don't think Grandma 2 will change the game at all. I don't see anyone playing
I don't see it changing the game on a meta level, but on a troll level. The next card they got like semi-limited at 2, I thought, wow, it's crazy. Gore's at 2.
I think everyone, when they saw that, they were like, what? Because everyone, it's like Gore's has always been flat.
I'm just sitting down in my house, looking outside the windows like, oh my god, Evan, they put Gore's to what? I'm never attacking anybody directly ever again.
I really feel like if Konami decided to say, we'll put Gore's at 2, next format, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to 3. But you either have him at 1 or just put him at 3. Because if you're taking 2 direct attacks, you might as well just throw in, throw Gore's at 3. Because by the time you take the 3rd, you're
probably in March they're going to put it at 3, but they're just easing it on us.
They probably,
really are. I think just them doing it, they're making it stop.
I'm definitely going to play Gore's.
I'm going to run 2 Gore's too, but I feel like with them doing that,
I needed more defense in my Frog Monarchs, because I'm like, Ribbit. Fucking Ribbit, you pussy.
They're stopping OTKs, and I like that. Oh, and then now the next card, they semi-limited Fire Formation Tanking.
Celebrate good times, come on! I knew it. I said it. I was like, they are going to semi-tanking.
Just help out the Boojins, because the Boojins,
I know,
because
people were telling me, you are fucking crazy if you think that Tanky is going to get hit because of the new Fire Fist support and because of
But they limited Rooster too, which is like, you limit Rooster.
See, my logic was like, I knew that in the beginning of the format, in the middle of the format, Fire Fists weren't as crazy as Spellbooks and Dragon Rules, but before they were around, Fire Fists were topping, and they were dangerous. And it's like, you could, the only card really... It's like the only card really... I use Fire Formation too. I use 3 in Constellars, and I'm like, something like that. It's like, losing consistency a little, but It's a card that needed to get touched, and even I knew it was needed to get. Yeah,
I feel like at 2, I'm cool with it being at 2. The other card they put at 2 was Black Whirlwind.
I was debating that and Gale, but come on,
I never like
they deserve it. They deserve it.
I feel like they never made any new Blackwing support. If that's the way it was, I feel like it should have just been that way forever. If there's no new Blackwing cards out, why?
Well,
why?
Well, they're all in.
Why?
Well, Blackwings are all in the back here. So
why?
Well, it's like, but you see, that's what a banlist is for. A banlist is supposed to be for the meta. If they're not in the meta as they used to be, start taking them off and see how they are. Technically, I think I could totally just see Whirlwind at 3 and Gale at 2, and still I think that they would not affect the meta to the fullest extent.
Now these are the cards that are unlimited.
Well, why did Magician? I thought it was a neat way of what they did, because they made it more obvious, where it was like Shark was not as good as Magician. They're great together, but it was natural that Magician was the thing that searched out the shit and got what you needed, and Shark was just So it's basically, I like how they switched it. They basically switched Shark spot with Magician spot and just switched it around. I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. You know, because it's not like one that's really did much in this format anyway.
Never Tsukiyomi.
So I said that in my video too. I was like, Tsukiyomi had no purpose. Because Tsukiyomi sucks. Tsukiyomi, the best Tsukiyomi is a decent added tech.
Alright. Emergency calls now at 3. I run heroes. I think, I'm an because heroes aren't topping, but I'm like, oh, Three emergency calls, 1 reinforcement on the army.
Well, technically, emergency call was only semi-limited was because of a hero lives and Bubble Beat, how they would span the field. But yet again, Bubble Beat did nothing in this format either. And
they can't compete with spellbooks. I'm like,
exactly,
because like I said, they only touched Judgment. Spellbooks is still fucking dangerous.
I don't think that they're that crazy.
But your next card, Advanced Ritual Art.
It's not that I'm opposed to that. It's not like that yet again was topping. Yeah. But the only thing I just don't like about Advanced Ritual Art is because I hate Herald so much. I just don't like Herald.
He's promoting Heralds. Pot of Duality at 3.
Pot of Duality should have never went to 2 anyway. It should have just stayed at 3. Pot of Duality was built to help slower decks become more faster because they couldn't be as consistent with special summoning.
Scapegoat at 3.
I think that took off so many people. Scapegoat at 3 was a shocker to most. I mean, I'm not against that. My mindset is more like creature swap the tokens.
I see.
And enemy control of the tokens. And plasma the tokens.
Plasma the tokens, enemy control of the tokens. I see fucking Mecha Phantom Beast taking advantage of Reasoning is the next card.
Reasoning?
Yeah, Reasoning's the next card.
You could talk about Reasoning. I have like no mixed feelings with
I feel like at first I saw Reasoning, I thought it was a really weird card, and now I'm like, oh, now you can just use it's unlimited. I don't like really see it getting much play, but I do see it getting more play the more people who see it. I'm like, oh, this card is actually pretty useful in certain decks. Then the last card, Mirror Force.
We both said it. Well,
I said they would put Torrential at 3. That would have been nice. But Torrential at 2, Mirror Force at 3. That promotes that kind of kills OTKs, which I'm fine with because there was too many OTKs.
I thought
too fast.
I thought
it's gonna be a slow format now.
Good. Isn't that how the last format started? The last format it was like that too. It was just like they finally hit Insectors, windups, a little bit of Dino Rabbit, and then like the game became so calm and chill. And then they made Dragon Rolls, and then shit got turned.
Spellbooks. They made Spellbooks. That's what.
The Spellbooks weren't around. They just didn't. Then they made Judgment. Then shit.
Spellbooks. That's what I'm like. Now, they only took out Judgment. That's like, okay. Spellbooks?
I'm glad because I like Spellbooks.
They're the top shit now.
I liked Spellbooks.
But Spellbooks were dangerous without Judgment. Judgment was just like an added on. Now we're like,
The only thing is I feel like with Judgment was like, I never liked Judgment. I like Spellbooks, but when I saw a card like Judgment be made, I was like, this is so unfair. This is like not even close to being fair. I want to just like see like a rundown of it for a second.
You always want to do a fucking rundown. This guy in his rundown. You know what got banned.
Well, here you see the little baby dragon rulers. I thought that was a little like to the point where that was
Stream, Rectin, and Lightning.
They deserved it because I think that the dragon rulers were mainly just based for just for like Judgment. I thought it was a little off because it was new, but it's broken as all fuck. Birdman at 1 is a good reason because of Trishula coming back. Shark being switched with Magician makes sense because Wanda's haven't done anything. Abyss, Stratus.
Abyss tease.
Abystes. I think that he was good. Hitting Megalo wouldn't have been that much consistent since Abystes only uses 1 to discard, and he's a good searcher, so him going to 1... Rooster's dangerous. So I guess it was smart that they hit Rooster.
I think just because it came out, I still haven't seen it yet, and they're like, oh, now
he's dangerous. He's
you gotta watch out, man. Big Eye.
Big Eye needed it more than fuck Big Eye. I
know.
Every time when I go...
Now he's Master of Blades now.
Trishula deserved to come back.
I know you guys are happy about that. Super Rejuvenation, that was like... They kicked, they put down the Dragon Rules, and then they kicked them. It was like, you gotta put you down with the...
Fuck you, motherfuckers. Fuck you. You deserve this.
It's like, damn.
Then... Divine win a Mist Valley. They're basically taking care of that OTK before it's out. And Abyss Sphere was like the last nail in the coffin for Atlanteans. So Atlanteans, Fire Fist, Dragon Rules, and Spellbooks all got touched to some degree. Some more than others. Yeah, but still. Then the semi-limited Chaos Sorcerers. Chaos doesn't do anything this woman. Gladiator Beasts haven't done anything in this format.
Really do nothing.
Grand Mole, I haven't seen anyone that really texted as much as they used to.
Gorzat 2.
Gorzat 2 will be interesting and fun. I'm not going to lie. Tanky at 2 is interesting. I'm actually intrigued.
It's fair. It's fair.
Whirlwind at 2, good for you, Black Wings. You deserved it.
About that one. No
Magician. I guess it's fine. I don't have an issue with windups anymore.
Shigiomi's not doing shit.
Yeah. Equal, yet again, doesn't do anything in this format.
Advanced Ritual Art. Those heralds, man.
I don't like Herald. High Duality at 3, hallelujah. That slow decks give us back our fucking consistency.
Scapegoat at 3, ooh, that's a little...
I'll actually be interested to see how that affects...
To go from 1 to 3?
I'm actually curious to see how that affects this game. I'm actually curious.
Wait 3 months. We'll see.
Then, Reasoning. I have mixed feelings about that. I don't care.
I feel the same way how you feel about the other one. Let's see where that goes.
And lastly is Mirror Force. I don't think Mirror Force... I said it in the Banless prediction. I didn't think that Mirror Force was going to change much of the game because I thought that literally it wasn't going to affect the game at all because many people don't even play 2. What do you think of this?
That makes you attractive.
Yeah.
You motherfucker. You won 2 Emmys, like 2 fucking Golden Globes, 2 Golden Gatorades,
2 Golden Gatorades.
Yeah, you won 2 Golden Gatorades for this fucking list. You're loving this shit. I know you are.
I know. Because I'm going to be like, Frog Monarchs, Trishula. Oh, my Rabbit Aliens, Trishula. Every deck I'm going to have, I'm going to force Trishula.
I'm going to need some of those. $50!
$50.
$50, Blackie! You want my treasure? $50, Blackie! Get out of here. Money!
So don't forget to check out our previous 2 videos at the end of this video. And don't forget, this video, we would want, most of the time our ban list discussion videos get about 100 likes. So we are asking for 100. And we will see you guys in the next video. So don't forget to like this video.
Yep. Bye.
That makes you attractive. Thank you. I'm not the only person that thinks that motherfucking card is unfair and it needs to go to 1. Thank you. Goodbye. Acid Trap Hole and Salamandra. These cards are very hard to get. Mainly not Sayuru Salamandra and Acid Trap Hole.